Hello there folks, and welcome to video number 117. This video is on percentage and the quantity after a percentage change. So change is nothing really special, it's just when the percentage has changed, the quantity by a specific amount. That's what it's referring to. Percent means out of 100 and quantity is the amount of something, how much there is. Now the method states to increase a quantity by a given percentage, you must find the percentage of the quantity and then add it onto the original quantity. If you want to decrease, do the same thing, find the percentage of the quantity, but then you take it away instead. Alright, and that's from the original quantity. If you've got a calculator though, you can use the multiplier method, and this is a single decimal number that does the percentage change in one step. It's very, very simple. It's very simple to use, and there's two versions of it that I will show you in this video, the multiplier. Now, question number 1a asks us to increase 12 by 10%. So all we've got to do is find 10% of 12. So 10% of 12 equals 1.2. Because all you've got to do is divide 12 by 10. And then you just add that on because we're increasing it. So 12 plus 1.2 equals 13.2. Alright, very simple process. Decreasing 12 by 10%, well, let's just pretend we didn't do the first bit, right? Just show you, you can show you working out in whatever way you want, right? Percentage questions are always tricky because people don't think they can do it the way that they're doing it, and they can, all right? So let's take the 12, divide by 10, that equals 1.2, so a slightly different way of showing what the same thing. And then 12 minus 1.2 is equal to 10.8. So there's our final answer to that one, all right? And then what we're going to do for the last one is find increase 30 by 15%. So find 15% of 30. So I would go with 10% of 30 equals 3. 5% of 30 is half of that, so 1.5. And then add them together. So 15% is equal to 4.5. And then that's the number that you need to add on. That's 15%. You've got to add it on to 30 because it's increase. So 34.5. Right? Relatively simple if you've got the ability to find a percentage of a quantity. And if you haven't, please go back to the previous video or a video prior to this one. Not sure exactly which one it is. And watch it. Right? Watch that video on how to find a percentage of a quantity. Okay? Right. Now in question number 2, this is where we're going to have to employ the calculator. All right? So I'll just pause this a second and bring the calculator in. So there we go. Now increasing 97 milliliters by 9%. Doesn't actually matter the context of the question here that this is in milliliters, but our answer is going to be in milliliters, so we can pop that there in the answer space straight away. Now this is where we have to use the multiplier. Now multiplier, like I've put in the method there, is a single decimal number that does the percentage change in one step. The 1, or the number 1, the whole number 1, represents 100% of something. Okay, so if we're increasing, we need to add on to that 1 a certain decimal. Now the number 9 as a percentage, 9% is equal to 0.09, right? That's, you know that if you know how to convert percentages into decimals. You just put those two things together, 1.09. So what we do is we use that as our multiplier. So 97 multiplied by 1.09. Like I said, the 1 represents 100%, the 0.09 represents 9%. So we've increased it by 9%. All right, that would work. But then this is my preferred way of doing it. So 97 multiplied by, and then you put in brackets 1 plus, because we're increasing, there's a plus there, the percent out of 100. And then you can close your bracket. You don't even have to close the bracket, but you can close the bracket. Okay, and I think that that's a nicer way of doing things. You don't have to think too much and you don't get caught out, because you could write 1.9 there. That would be a 90% increase, and then you just kind of maybe not check it and forget about it. All right, so I think that's the nicest way to do it, using this formula here that we've got. So I'm going to just get the calculator in and show you that both of those ways work. So 97 multiplied by 1.09 equals 105.73. Done. Okay, but let's have a look at the other way that we could do that, and just go back in there, multiply by, open the bracket, 1 plus fraction button 9, because that's the percentage out of 100, and then we don't have to close it, but it's nice to, and we get the same answer. Okay. Right, increasing the second one there by 43%, we can use the same method. I'm just going to use one method this time, and I'm going to use my preferred way of doing it. So 1 plus 43 out of 100. All right, and that answer is going to be in centimeters. And that's it. So just type it in, 297 multiplied by, open, 1 plus fraction 43 over 100 equals 424.71. And then the last one, we're decreasing. So it's the only thing that's changing in this formula here is the plus will turn into a minus. We're going to take it away. But I will show you the other way for this one as well. So you've got 568. You multiply it by 1 minus 54 out of 100. And this is what this method's a bit nicer for, really, is when you do the decrease, because it's easier to do, in my opinion. Let's get rid of that. And then 568 multiplied by 1 minus fraction 54 over 100 equals 261.28. And that's in litres. Yeah, that's the answer, but let's show you the other way that you could do this particular question. You do 568 multiplied by, now if you worked out what that was on a calculator, you'd see that it's 0.46, right? But the nicest way to do this, and think of the multiplier, if you want to use that multiplier single decimal number here, then you would just take away 54 from 100, which is 46, and then divide that by 100. Okay, so that gives you 0.46. Just to show you, just to prove to you that that works as well, we can just go back into this calculation and then just go 0.46, and that will get you the same answer. Okay, so there you go. There's all that. Right, let's have a look at this third question. Finish this video off. So Yasmin is buying favours for her wedding. Now favours are the little things, the sweets or chocolates or little toys or little things that people get in their space for coming to the wedding. Okay, just in case you were wondering what they were. And incidentally, my mum runs a wedding dress shop in Petersfield called Twirl Bridal Boutique, and if you would like to go and get anything wedding related, dresses fitted, shoes, anything like that, go to see my mum, alright, and I'll sort you out some discount. 20%, maybe not, but there'll be some discount. So Yasmin's buying her favours for her wedding. Each one costs £1.50. She needs one for each of the 300 guests. She's able to get a discount of 20% if she buys 350. How much would she save if she were to buy the 350? So there's a little bit of thought required here. First of all, let's work out the basic price that it would be if she were to buy a favour for every one of those guests that was coming. All right, and that would be 300 multiplied by £1.50. So that's the calculation we need to do first of all. 3 times by 1.5 is 4.5, so £450, but we can bring the calculator in just to be sure. So 300 multiplied by 1.5 equals £450. Okay, right, that's what we're going to compare things to. All right, now if she were to buy 350 without the discount, multiplied by £1.50, I mean, this is one way we could do it. This is my preferred way as well. 350 multiplied by 1.5 equals £525. Right, now we've got that massive total, right, of how much each favour or how much the favours in total will cost. We can just knock 20% off. All right, so 20% of that. All right, we could use the multiplier method if you want to. You could, decrease that amount by 20%, which would be multiplying by the multiplier of 0.8, or we could use my method. I'm going to use my method, my favourite way. Why not do things in the way that I like it? It's my video. So 1 minus 20 out of 100. All right, if we do that, we're getting our answer. All right, or almost getting our answer. Not quite finished. So multiply that answer we got there by 1 minus fraction 20 out of 100, and then equals 420 quid. All right, now I said we're nearly there, we're not quite there, because all we've got to do is compare this and this. All right, so £450 minus £420 equals £30. And I did that because we were looking to see how much she would save if she were to buy £350. So 350 favours. So there you go. £30 is how much she would save by buying 50 more with a 20% discount. All right, useful stuff. This stuff does come into play in real life quite a lot. So get good at it and don't get fobbed off. All right. Thank you so much for watching this one. Don't forget to check out my mum's wedding dress shop if you are in the business for looking at dresses, headwear, shoes. And like I said, mention my name and she will sort some discount out for you, I am sure. Especially if you say you like my videos. If you say you don't, then she might not. She might charge you a little bit extra. She won't do that. She couldn't do that. Anyway, you take care of yourselves, look after one another, and thanks for being so lovely and watching as many of these as you possibly can, because it's only going to be good for you.